Okay, I'm going to do a quick review of the Character Q's BurcHowdy shaft. I'm going to compare it to a couple of different Q shafts that I have here. Just as a baseline, I'm a APA 5 and barely an APA 5, so I'm no Efren Reyes. But I'm going to shoot with the Character Q's and with a McDermott G-Core and a Q-Tech Cynergy, and then a basic shaft and Q from Shuriken. Just for an aiming point, I put a target at the far end of the table, and hopefully you can see that on the video. So I'm going to start first with the BurcHowdy. Take a couple of shots with varying speeds. So that's kind of a medium speed with a good amount of right-hand English. I shoot left-handed, right-hand English is easier for me. So we'll shoot a little harder. You can kind of see that it's pretty much going straight for the target as best as an APA 5 is going to do it. So it doesn't have a whole lot of deflection, and it's predictable. It did take me a while to get used to this shaft because I've been playing with a few different carbon fiber shafts, and this is definitely a different feel, a different hit. So it took me a while. So you can see it's, at a medium speed with a whole lot of right-hand English, I'm hitting dead on the target. So we'll switch to the McDermott G-Core. And again, I'll do various speeds with all right-hand English just to stay consistent as to what we're looking at. And it's not bad. The G-Core is actually a pretty nice shaft. But you can see if I hit it hard, it goes pretty far to the left. So it definitely deflects a lot more than the BurcHowdy. If I slow it down, the spin takes the cue ball back towards the target, which is good, but it still has quite a bit of deflection. So next we'll shoot with just a basic Shuriken shaft. It's nothing special. I don't think it's low deflection. I haven't played with it a whole lot. I actually won the Q in a contest, and it's got the Ukraine colors. It was a donation to Ukraine efforts. It's a cool looking Q, but I haven't played with it a whole lot. So you can see this one deflects a good amount to the left as I'm shooting as well. And the harder you shoot, the more it deflects, even shooting nice and straight. So let's take a softer shot and see how it does. So the softer shot brings it back to the target, but it was still off to the left of the target. You can definitely tell that this shaft has a lot more deflection. It feels nice. It looks nice. but it definitely has a lot more deflection. If I was going to play with this regularly, I would have to account for a lot of deflection. Okay, I have a Q-Tech Cynergy carbon fiber shaft, and this is what I was shooting with before, or a carbon fiber shaft made by ICE. I found them on Facebook. It's a nice shaft. As you can see, this is definitely a low deflection shaft. I hit that one with quite a bit of pace and it went right at the target. That was a little bit to the left. So it definitely has, I mean, if you're gonna hit it hard, it's got some deflection. But it's definitely a lot less than McDermott G-Core. It's actually very close to the BurcHowdy. The difference is it feels different. It feels like a hollow hit, almost like it's got a little vibration going up into your hand. I prefer a cue with either a wrapless or I like this leather McDermott wrap that I got, or lizard skin. I don't know what it is, pleather, but it's nice. But it definitely has some vibration to it. And if you take the speed down, then the spin takes over quite a bit. It actually sends it to the right. So that's a bit different than what I've been using with the BurcHowdy, where it sends a lot closer to the target than what I was experiencing with the Q-Tech. And just because I have one, we'll also check out the McDermott Defy shaft and see how that stacks up. So you can see it definitely has some deflection, goes off to the left if I hit it hard. Try that again. It's still definitely got some deflection when you hit it hard. It's got more deflection than the BurcHowdy. And this is one of the original McDermott Defy shafts, so it has that sticky feel to it. Then you take the speed off, the spin catches up, and that was way to the right. So for softer shots with this cue, you definitely have to account for what's going to happen. That one wasn't bad. But again, I'm an APA 5. I'm not a 7. There might be a little error in my shots, but I'm pretty consistent with these, I think. So, and then just as a final comparison, we'll go back to the BurcHowdy. So you can see it as compared to the other shafts. So you can see even when I hit that pretty hard, I was barely to the left of my target with a good amount of right hand spin. So I think with this shaft, I'm getting a lot less deflection than with any other shaft that I've got. And even that one, I took some speed off, and it definitely went pretty true. So there's a comparison of the different shafts as compared to the BurcHowdy. I think I have number 6. So it's one of the original iterations of this shaft. So hopefully that helps, and hopefully you get some good information out of this. Thanks.